This is a video by Learn Microwaves Physics, a World of Microwaves. Now listen to what they have to say about radiation.
Ionizing rays are extremely dangerous.
Ionizing rays are the extremely powerful rays, gamma, X-rays. They ionize and rip things apart.
They possess enough energy and intensity to literally rip electrons off molecules, changing or mutating the victim's structure. The non-ionizing nature of microwaves, however, is...
Now they're going into the non-ionizing radiation, which is the microwaves. He's going to be talking about radiation at 2.4 gigahertz. That's 2,400 megahertz. We are now going to be way up beyond that in the gigahertz range, because right now our cell phones are working in that range, our house phones and so forth, 2.4 gigahertz. But once you get up into these extremely violent ranges, and I will show you how the Earth deals with them.
It's different. It doesn't possess the same damaging properties as ionizing radiation.
Yes, it does.
There is still controversy, however, between scientists, and still unanswered questions as to whether or not repeated exposure to microwave radiation has an effect on our bodies.
And just like your microwave, if you were up on the radar would treat you like a microwave because it is a magnetron and it's constantly energy going around. And since your body is made up of liquids and fluids and stuff, you will pretty much be cooked like the microwave cooks your food.
It sounds like not going to be good. Alright, this is a video by Amplex. They're about to unleash their final phase, and they are starting to deploy these things. And listen to this.
Appear to pop up overnight.
This is one woman's experience of living on the top floor under cell antennas for 2 months.
It started with my daughter. She initially got a rash on her leg that was sort of unexplainable, and when she was trying to explain to me what it felt like, she kept saying it was kind of funny because it wasn't hurting inside or on the skin. She said it was hurting in the skin. And then a few days later she got another rash on her arm, and then another small kind of stranger rash, and it was the same thing. And then one day in the kitchen she was holding something and she dropped it because she said it felt like the blood in her hand went cold and in a wave along her hand to her fingertips, and then her hand stayed numb for about 15 minutes.
If anyone can get a hold of that woman, I would like to know what she had in her hand, the daughter, and find out what it was. Now, I can only assume that the lawmakers do not understand this, but please listen.
Do not review this technology and do not speak on its safety. The American Cancer Society has never done a study on this and receives huge donation from the wireless industry. What they don't tell you is that the FCC guidelines do not cover children. They do not cover pregnant women. They were meant for short-term exposures. And this is incredibly important, and they're leaving out this facts. The organizations that set these standards, the IEE, are all scientists. They were hired and from the wireless organizations. The FCC chairman is now the former main lobbyist and CEO of the Wireless Trade Organization. He is pushing this program for a very clear reason. He wants to push this program because he wants to have free reign and deploying cell tower transmitters all over this country and avoid the zoning process and public input. There was no public input because the design of this program was to prevent public input.
They're popping up outside bedroom windows and school campuses, despite objections from across the country.
5G can be a tremendous boon to California, but only if it can be put up quickly and easily.
Hayward Assemblymember Bill Court co-authored legislation that would make it even harder for cities like Piedmont to object to a tower.
All right, I'm not going to go any further with this. This is what the problem is, and I'm pleased, legislators, we're reaching out to you to protect us from this, and unless you don't understand the molecular issues here, then we're in deep trouble. Okay, everything I'm showing is under the Fair Use Act, commenting not for any profit. Please understand what is going on here. Do you see microwaves right in here? They are going to be bombarding us with the center of the microwave radiation. It's absolutely horrendous what this will be. down here, radio waves, this is the atmosphere. You see up here, atmosphere. Can it penetrate Earth's atmosphere? Yes, they can, radio waves. Then it says, well, not so much. Oh, no, not anymore. Microwaves, get the hell out of here. Why? Why this? Because it shakes water. It shakes water, and we are water creatures. Our eyes are filled with water, our skin is filled with water, every bit of us is filled with water. And these rays may not penetrate deep inside of you, but they're going to get fairly inside of you, enough to damage your skin and enough to shake them and heat and cause all kinds of issues. And when you touch different metals and things, you are going to discharge through that. There's going to be all kinds of issues with this. Up here in the visible spectrum, that's okay, we like that. But over here in this spectrum, stay the hell out of here. Ultraviolet, X-ray, gamma rays. Why do you think the Earth says stay out of here? And now the issue is this, it doesn't want to be here. It's forced out of here because all of the molecules say, no, get out of here. We're going to bump you and keep you away. Well, once it gets here, we're going to force it into people so hard that it's going to damage people. That's my opinion. And if there's surveys, and they say they haven't done any real studies on this. This is very, 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 very dangerous. Children, people, your testes is going to be exposed to this. Your eyes, your skin, your fingernails, your everything about you that is on the surface of your body will be exposed to this radiation and will be shaken and violated, and I'm sure it's going to reach into your skull to a degree. It's what you got, and they're forcing it, and these people that are living very close to these cell towers are in very, very bad shape. That's my feeling. And the firefighters made them take it out somewhere. Look up this research. Please give this to your legislators. Make sure that they are understanding what they're doing here. We need a public record of every single legislator and their position on 5G. It's absolutely required, and these will be the 4 simple questions, and they will have to reply with one of those. I refuse to see the evidence presented in this 10-minute video, which is to save our lives. I have seen and disagree based on whatever the evidence that they believe they can base it on. And I want 5G right this minute. I want you to install it. No rules, no regulations whatsoever. I have seen and agree to support legislation to stop this ASAP. That means to introduce a bill, to talk with others, to stand up, to speak out, to stop this. Or the final is, I don't care. Send this to all your legislators. We need to get a proposal out, and they will have to assign a vote to this. And then we will know who we're dealing with. And then when the election comes, they can go away if they are going to allow this to destroy our lives. And I'm telling you right now, this stuff will invade every single inch of your surface of your body. It may not penetrate to your vital organs, but it will irritate the hell out of your skin, cause all kinds of problems with nerves and things like this. It will invade your testes. It will invade your eyeballs. And the closer you are to it, the deeper it will go, and the more devastating these consequences. And if anybody wants to give us this stuff to live with, they should have to strap one of these things up to their face and live with it for a few months and see how they feel after that. All right? Do this. Someone has to stand up and organize this. I can't do this. This is my contribution. Stand up and get against this and send this to your legislators immediately, today. Otherwise, we're lost. And I'm telling you this right now. Because once this stuff gets in use, it's going to be 100 times worse. And it already is getting in use. And it's already being felt, the impacts, as you can see. And there's firefighters forced them to take it out and other things. It's just not something that is simple and easy and just, it's just a little nice thing. No, it is going to be painful, injurious to you as citizens, forced on you by your legislators. Hold them accountable.